I'm back, and today I'm going to be filming a behavior management, classroom management video, and I'm going to break it down into 3 parts, and then at the end, I have a little surprise. I have a Target haul and an Amazon unboxing that I'm going to show you, things that I got. So if you want to see what I got, you got to stick around to the end. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into the video. But so basically, when you're thinking about behavior management, you have to remember that every student is different. Every student is different. Every class is different. What works for you one day might not work tomorrow. And what works for you, last year might not work this year. What worked 10 minutes ago might not work in 30 minutes. You have to be on your feet. You have to have just little things that you switch. What I do is I switch out my things every once in a while, so that way it's like new and exciting. And that's what they want. If they are used to the same thing over and over again, they're gonna get bored. Like I do a classroom economy, Bartell bucks, and so every time they're caught doing something good, they get a Bartell buck. And then on Fridays, with however many Bartell bucks that they have, they get to go to the treasure box. Now, that worked. It worked for me this year a little bit, but I'm probably gonna have to switch it up some next year just because of COVID stuff and like everybody's hands in the treasure box and nasty germs. But I'm still gonna use it to an extent. And then we have school wide ones that we use. So I'm just gonna go into everything for you right here, right now. So the first thing I want you to think about is you want your behavior management system to be based on positive reinforcement. You want your kids to be like, they want to do that behavior because they want you to call them out. So like one thing that I like to do, and this is so simple, like in the hallway, walking in a line. If I see that one of my students is walking, we walk in the 3rd block and we walk straight. That's like, and we're quiet in the hall. That's how our school does it. We have to walk in the 3rd block. So if I say, oh, I love the way how Johnny's walking today, and then the little Sally in the back, and little Johnny Jr. back there, they're chit-chatting, and then they're like, oh, what's Johnny doing? And then they're like, oh, I want her to call on me. So then they start walking like Johnny, and then I'm like, oh, thank you, little Sally. Like, I love the way you're walking. Those kind of things, that's what works. They want you to recognize them, and they want you to make sure everybody else knows, like, oh, look, I just did the right thing. So those are the types of things, the little things that you can do that just make it easy. So for class points, what a lot of teachers do, which I am going to start implementing this year, but two of my team teachers use it this year. A lot of teachers at my school use it. Is Classdojo, which I know a lot of you probably know exactly what that is. It's a parent communication device, but it's also behavior related. So you can send messages to parents, and it's not like texting on your phone, giving them your personal phone number. And then they have these little monsters. Like each kid has a monster, and every time they do something good, you can add a point, or if they do something bad, it takes away a point. And it notifies their parents, so their parents can get on there and see what's going on. So that's really good. And something that I do is I use class. So if they get so many dojo points, they get a class coupons. So you don't even have to buy anything, and it's so easy. Like smelly feet, they get to take their shoes off for the day. Guess what? Oh my God, they love it, and you don't have to spend a dime. That's exactly what you want. Or lunch brunch, they get to bring a friend and have lunch with you. And I know some of these things probably are going to be hard to do because of COVID, but you can think of some. I let mine sit at my desk. If they have so many points, they have to have 200 points, so it takes them a while. But once they get 200 points, dojo points, they are going to be able to sit at my desk for the day and do their work at my desk. And so just like little things like that they love. A homework pass. Like, you don't have to buy anything. Don't waste your money. And I know it's fun and exciting. My kids love to treasure box. But they only loved it for like the first 2 months. And then they were like, this is the same stuff every week. And guess what? You're blowing out $30 a week trying to fill up your... Don't do that either. You need to ask... If you're going to do a treasure box, you need to ask your parents in your classroom to bring stuff in. Because I was a dummy and I bought it for myself. Every single week that I did treasure box, I would go out and stock that thing up, and I went broke. Don't do that. Learn from my mistakes. So, Classdojo, that's a good one you can use. I talked about my Bartell Bucks, and then school-wide, we do something called Tiger Bucks. And we have a Paw Mart, like Walmart, in a trailer out back that every once a month, you get to take your class to the Paw Mart, and they get to buy things from the Paw Mart with their Tiger Bucks. But their Tiger Bucks, their teacher cannot give them a Tiger Buck. It has to be from another teacher or someone in the building. So it's like extra special. So like walking in if they're walking good in the hallway, a teacher can stop and give them a Tiger Buck. Or if a teacher dropped something in the hallway and that student stopped to help them, you could get a Tiger Buck, that kind of thing. So that's a school-wide. And another thing that we do school-wide, which is per class, is they're called scratches. So they literally look like a tiger scratch on a piece of paper. And if someone sees you walking, if your whole class is in the third block and they're walking quietly in the hallway, then your class gets a scratch. And once you get 25 scratches, you get a certain type of party. Once you get 50 scratches, you get extra recess. Once you get 75 scratches, you get a game day. Once you get 100 scratches, you get a movie. Like a movie and popcorn pizza party type thing. So it's just like little things that get them excited. That's what they want. Like they're working towards something. Now for whole group, I also do something called the secret student. And so I have a cup in my room that has popsicle sticks. And my students, I use a number system. And so all my students have a magic number. And they have to line up in their magic number order, so nobody's fighting about so-and-so cut me, blah, blah, blah. Like, you get where your number is, and that's where you stand every single day in line. Makes it easy. That's where their cubby, that they put it on their paper, and it's easier for my assistant to file things. The number systems they're just so easy. And so I have a cup with their sticks, and their sticks have their numbers on them. So I'll pull a stick, and I'll hide it, and that'll be my secret student. And I'll say, now I'm looking for my secret student to make sure. And let's say that secret student can get a Bartell Buck. Or that if at the end of the day, this secret student can get a piece of candy. Or a pencil. Or something. And so then all day, or even if it's just for during a small lesson, you can do, and they will, if they do what they're supposed to, at the end you'll say, oh, I'm so proud, little Sally was our secret student, she did so good, and then you give her the prize. But if she didn't, maybe let's say your secret student was Sally, but Sally didn't do what she was supposed to, you're not going to say, oh, Sally didn't do what she was supposed to, you're just going to say, well, friends, our secret student, maybe they'll do better next time, and you move on. And they don't know who it was, so they can't say, oh, so-and-so messed it up or anything like that. So that's a good, easy way. And then another thing, I had a friend of mine tell me about this. She does this for her class. So I had a very chatty class this year. They love to talk. And so every time they were talking, when I was talking, I would stop and look at my watch. And I would, all those seconds, I would add up. And every Friday, I would say, you guys can get 10 minutes of extra recess on Friday if you don't use my time during the week. So if they spent all week, if they spent 10 minutes talking, and I would add it up in seconds, and I would write it on the board or write it on my phone and just keep track of it. And then let's say they talked for 3 minutes during the week, adding up while I was supposed to be talking. And then, so they would get that 10 minutes. So I would take 3 minutes off that extra minute, so they only got 7 minutes. But a lot of times, for the first couple weeks, they didn't get any. And they were like, oh. But then they caught on that they were going to get 10 minutes of extra recess on Friday if they could just zip it. And that's easy. So that was a good one. And then I also do Friday treat and fun Friday. So for the last 30 minutes of the day, I had a parent. I tried to line it up with student birthdays, so that way, like, if a parent was bringing cupcakes, that was Friday treat, and it didn't always work that way because not everybody's birthday is on a Friday. So, but I tried to line it up that way. And so on Fridays, if you did not get your name written on the board, or you didn't get any marks, or you didn't get a call home or anything, then you got Friday treat and fun Friday. So Friday treat, a parent would bring in a special treat, whether it was chips or a cookie or whatever it was. It was the last 30 minutes of the day, and you got to play on the computer. You got to play. Now, they didn't get to play whatever they wanted. We use iReady, and I would let them play iReady games on Fridays if they had to get all their iReady time, because my school requires them to have 45 minutes in reading and 45 minutes of math. So as long as they had all that stuff done and they didn't get in trouble all week, on Fridays, the last 30 minutes, they got Friday treat and fun Friday, and they loved it. They loved it. So, and that's just something easy too. Now, my last couple things that I have are kind of like not really behavior, like punishing or like kids doing something bad, but during small group time, I wish I had it with me because it is so cute. I have a unicorn horn. Like, it's a headband and it has a unicorn horn on it. And when I'm wearing that headband, my students are not allowed to come up and talk to me. So I wear it while I'm teaching my small groups, and they know if I have my headband on, they have to ask 3 before me. So they have to find 3 other friends in the classroom to ask. And if none of those 3 people know the answer to their question, then they can come ask me. But they are not to interrupt me when I have my unicorn horn on. So I just call that ask 3 before me. And it works pretty well usually, because usually it's a silly question. Now, if it's something that they need help with, like something that nobody else understands, or to my next question, my hair hurts, or my elbow hurts, or my knee hurts, a wet paper towel fixes everything. Or my head hurts. Oh, go get some water and try and go to the bathroom. And they come back and they're all better. It's so, because I have kids who, they just want me to send them to the nurse all day long. And now, at my school, we only have a nurse on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then she's at a different school on Tuesday, Thursday. So she's not always there. I mean, if there was an emergency, obviously they would call her and she would come, because the schools are right next to each other. But she's not always there. So the nurse is at lunch right now. We're just not going to talk to her right now, so don't worry. Or I would say, I just emailed her, and I'll let you know what she says when she's all better. And I know it's bad to lie to them like that, but sometimes they just want attention. And you just say, you just go get your water, you'll be all right. And they come back and they're fine. Now, you can tell when a kid is lying that they don't feel good, and when a kid doesn't feel good. So don't feel like, but what if they're actually what if they're actually sick? You can tell. I promise you can tell, because I got fooled. I had a little boy in my class this year who would tell me every single day for the first 10 days of school that he was throwing up in the bathroom. And I was calling home every day. Like, he would come to school and then be like, Miss Bartell, I don't feel good, and go and throw up in the bathroom. And really, he was just spitting in the trash can so that I would call his mom so he could go home. And I was a first-year teacher, and I was like, he's so sick. Like, I'm so worried about him. Well, he keeps throwing up. Why does she keep sending him back to school? Because he wasn't sick. He was faking. So we put a nip in the butt on that one. But so you can tell. I promise you'll be able to tell. So don't feel bad about those kind of things. And then one last thing that I also do is oh my God, I'm blanking. When they're doing independent work, I put on, you can literally YouTube, I will link the video down below that I do, classical music fireplace, and I turn it down super, super, super low, and I dim the lights in my room, and on my smart board, it's like a fireplace scene. I'm sure you guys have seen it. And it just plays classical music to keep them like calm while they're doing their work. Now, some teachers may not be able to do this just because if you have a student that might be on the ASD spectrum or something, and that background noise just doesn't work for them, like they can't work in that environment, and that's fine, you don't have to do it. But for me, my class this year, it worked well. It kept them calm, it kept them quiet, and they loved to look at the fireplace, so it was something that was good. So that's all I have for behavior management. I'm gonna go ahead and get into my Target haul real quick. So I promise you I'll be fast, because, and I'm also so sorry that this is so loud, but so what I bought, so the first thing, I got some more dry erase pouches. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 7 new dry erase pouches. And then I got, now these are super cute. These are get out of homework coupons. And now all this stuff was in the Target dollar spot. So these were $1, and all of these were also $1 each. So they're just super cute homework passes. I got 2 packs of these. And then I got this border that I just thought was so cute. It says work hard and be, it says work hard and be nice. And it has a bunch of other different sayings. And I'm going to use this border to go around my Wow Work bulletin board, just because I just think that's cute. And I'm probably going to put a solid black behind it to double layer it. And so that was that. And then I got these. These are end of the year rewards. So they're super cute. But they just say things like amazing attitude, best vocabulary, biggest bookworm, most likely to brighten your day, most improved, for never giving up, just that kind of thing. And it has 30 unique designs. So up to 30 kids in your class you can use it for. And these were also only $1, so cheap. It was good. And then I just got some of these sticker books, which I love stickers. I grade with them all the time. My kids love stickers. That's another thing for behavior management. I can tell a kid, oh, if whoever's the quietest the first, I'll give them a sticker. They're like, they want a sticker so bad. So that's another thing. And these were both only $1 as well. So these are just good to have. And they come with 400. This one came with 460 stickers. And this one came with 257. So I think I'm good for the year. And then I got, so these adhesive square labels, you peel them off on the back and they stick to their desk, but then there's a pouch. So I print out 100s charts for them and stick them in here just so they have them, because the name tags that I use don't have them on there, and I think it's important for them to have in 2nd grade. So I got that. And then I also got this alphabet washi tape that I got 2 of these, and these were $3 each. I'm going to outline my whiteboard and my chalkboard with them. I thought that'd be cute. And then only 2 more things from Target. I got these happy birthday bookmarks that are super cute pastel colors. And then this I'm super excited about, because I didn't have one last year, and I didn't even take a picture on the first day of school, and I really wanted to. So I got this letterboard that just says first day of school, last day of school. And this was $5 in the Target dollar spot. So that was all of my Target haul. Now I'm going to do my Amazon unboxing. So good news, I have 3 huge boxes. And I'm going to just go ahead and open this up. I haven't opened them yet, so I don't know what's inside. So this is from, actually I already knew this, I just didn't know it was coming today, but So it says, hope this helps. You are an incredible teacher. Love Uncle Steven and Anne Marie. So, that's my uncle and his friend Anne Marie. They are, I think these, hold on, I'm going to show you. So many boxes. I'm so excited about these. So these are a class set of headphones. So one thing you should know is kids break their headphones like nobody's business. So on my school supplies list that I send home, I have kids bring their own pair, but in March, none of my kids had headphones left. They were all broken, and we were using the school ones, and those hurt their ears, and these are just these, so these come in different colors. So yeah, so four different colors. So comes with this pretty teal color, a blue, this like orange, and then black. And so it came with 20. So that's awesome. Thank you guys. I love them. I'm so excited. And then these, I know exactly what these are now. Are also from my uncle. And it is a class set of base 10 blocks. I'm so excited. Oh, this is awesome. I cannot wait. I'm going to use these in my math toolkits, which, now that I've unboxed everything, I know exactly what's in this last box. And these, I'm just going to show you real quick because this video is getting kind of long. And I'm making a whole video about these anyways. So these are, now I bought a case of these from the dollar store, so it came with 24. And these are what I'm going to use my math toolkits in. So I'm going to put it has 9 compartments in here. Ooh, has 9 compartments in here. So I'm going to put all of their manipulatives, so like dice and base 10 blocks. And now the flats of the base 10 blocks won't fit in here, but I'm going to keep those in plastic bags and just stick them in here. But like the ones and the what's it called? The ones and the 10s will fit perfect in here. I measured it all out. Dice and counters and Unifix cubes. So these are super cute, and they're actually really small. Like compared to my hand, online they look really big, but like compared to my hand, they're like this big. So I'm really excited about these. I got 24. I bought a whole case, so I had enough for my whole class. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this short just because I'm rambling now. But if you have any questions or comments, concerns, anything, comment down below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.